Okay, today we're talking about DTII, Defense Technologies International Corporation. There's really interesting thing here about the company. Their market cap is about $1 million. Now, look, depending on who you're looking at, here, different ones it's 800,000. Here it's a little over $1 million. But that is super interesting about the market cap. You guys, very low market cap. Interesting. But let's go on to the rest of it. Recent SEC filing 10Q, and let's break it down a little bit. Now, or $163,000 in cash from in total assets. The cash is only $46,000. Then $80,000 in inventory, but the total liabilities of $4.6 million. Now you get overall, obviously a bit troubling and whatnot, but it is what it is. But the stock price is not based on what their income is alone. Obviously, it's the overall picture of the company and whether or not this is a good buy. So now there's $9.6 million in paid-in capital. So that again, that's how they're financing operations. And you guys want to know what paid-in capital? I have another video just put out about it. I'll attach it here. Now, what's interesting in here is that they have $525,000 in loss from derivative liability. You guys, derivative liability is basically when you're going to be held accountable for the acts of another that are based on assistance provided to that person. So in here, they one of their contracts is for selling X-ray machines, and derivative liability from that is this is a problem, you guys. Overall, this is kind of an unusual feature, and and that it is basically wiping out that is creating your losses. So overall that's kind of an issue, you guys, and that again, overall the stock itself, when when your sales are really are not great, then that becomes an issue. Now, you guys, here's another interesting thing is that they entered a contract with Controlled Capture Systems where they're getting a royalty payment of 5% from gross sales in the licensing agreement. You guys, 5% is not good. I mean, the minimum for these type of agreements is 10%. But 5%, and then that in and of itself is not great. And then they have another licensing agreement with PSI, passive security scan. These are what they're doing is selling X-ray machines, for airport security, that kind of stuff. Not the only company doing it, unfortunately. And based on everything, you guys, you should question your investment in this stock. Now let's take a look at their stock performance itself, over the 6 month, and again, this isn't an exciting company overall. The material provided herein is for informational purposes only. It does not constitute an offer to buy or sell, or a solicitation of an offer to buy or sell any securities. This information should be relied upon for purpose of. This information should not be relied upon for the purpose of investing in any security.